And investigators fear there could be more victims of a former Alabama correctional officer accused of sexual assault.
Investigators say they have cases dating back 10 years in at least 3 states, including right here in Georgia, in Sandy Springs and Cobb County. And Christy Hutchings with the News Talk 106.7 is in our newsroom tonight. Christy, authorities are now pleading with these women to come forward.
That is correct. Federal, state, and local authorities all believe there are more victims out there. They hope that these victims will see this man cannot hurt them anymore, and they're asking them to come forward no matter what the circumstances were.
I think we all agree that there are a lot more victims probably out there.
An appeal from law enforcement in 3 different states, asking women who could be victims of sexual assault by a former Alabama correctional officer to come forward. 2 weeks ago, Sandy Springs police arrested Matthew Moore at St. Clair Correctional Facility in Alabama. They say they've linked him to sexual assaults in 3 states spanning the last 10 years.
When we took Mr. Moore into custody, we executed a search warrant for his DNA that was in process by the GBI, and that confirmed.
Sandy Springs police started working this case in 2010. They had a victim, collected DNA evidence, and entered it into the FBI database. Then in 2015, they had a similar case.
Because of the similarities in the suspect description, the manner of assault, and the fact that the victim was contacted, the second victim was contacted on Backpage.com, our detectives began researching this case and other similar cases both in the area, in Metro Atlanta, and in the region.
Authorities say they linked Moore to a sexual assault in Cobb County, 2 in the Birmingham area, and possibly another in Florida.
This case is a perfect example of how federal, state, local law enforcement officers can partner, work well together, coordinate their efforts, and solve a case that's very important to solve.
And Moore had been a corrections officer in Alabama for the past 18 years. Police say he would find his victims online searching sexual or massage ads. They say in some of the cases he'd pretend to be an officer and would use a weapon to force his way into motel rooms. Authorities describe him as a violent sexual predator. Russ?
All right, Christy Hutchings, thanks very much.